Absolutely. And today's session, we have a lot of people joining us from across the UK and beyond, because violence in the classroom, strategies and support for teaching assistants is something that lots of people are having to grapple with. So let's start our session. Let's begin with the truth. Many of you know too well that in classrooms, the classroom-based adults, and we call people teaching assistants this time, it could be learning mentors, learning and support assistants, whatever the title, you are on the front line. You're the first to notice rising tension. You're the first to respond often to dysregulated behaviour. And too often, you're also the first to absorb the impact when that behaviour starts to tip across and a child becomes out of control. And then that can sometimes result in violent behaviour or violence or aggressive types of behaviours. In fact, and Laura, you've got a slide to share with us, haven't you? According to UNISON's 2024 survey, 64% of staff have said that they've witnessed violence in schools in the past year. And many report these incidents happening frequently, even daily. And the picture of violence and aggression covers a number of different types of behaviours. For example, verbal abuse or pushing, spitting, hitting, and then, chairs being thrown, classrooms being overturned. And whilst these behaviours have become more frequent, teaching assistants are telling us here at Thrive and various other places that are asking the questions, that the support and the training to manage this type of behaviour has not kept pace with the escalation of the behaviour. And so 65% of teaching assistants said that they've not received any training in how to respond to incidents that can end up with violent or aggressive behaviour. Despite this, day after day, our frontline support staff, continue to show up, and you greet kids with warmth. You offer the calm when calm feels impossible. You place your own emotional reactions often to one side to be the safe adult for a child or a young person in crisis. You sit beside them when others have stepped back, and you help not only that child feel safe again after a rupture, but also the group. And yet this type of emotional labour is immense. And today we want to start by acknowledging that and the work that you do. So this webinar isn't about asking you to do more. It's about recognising the work that you already do and offering ways to make that work feel more manageable, more supported, more grounded in insight, in what we know and how we understand the behaviour. So Laura and I are not here to provide self-defense techniques or to train you in physical intervention. Those approaches, whilst sometimes necessary, are outside the scope of this particular session. But today we are going to focus on something that may feel both more subtle and more powerful. We're going to focus on understanding the why, but also thinking about why do these behaviours happen? What's going on? And importantly, what can we do in the moment to de-escalate the situation and the young person without escalating ourselves?